Director Ed Iskandar is a New York-based Indonesian who is known for his experimental plays, which makes him the perfect candidate to tackle the big question, who wins in the battle of the sexes?
There's a real kind of core of this play that's really about two seismic forces clashing against each other. For that fight to be exciting, they have to be really well matched. And to me, I don't feel necessarily that Hugh Dancy and Wes Bentley played pushovers in New York, but it did feel to me that the play belonged to Nina Arianda's Wanda almost immediately. You sort of knew 10 minutes in she'd won the game. So I wanted to level the playing field a little bit. I thought it was going to be a more well-earned fight, and because you brought up a David Mamet play earlier, I mean, I just shared with these guys before we left New York, he has this theory of the perfect game, which is the game that you'll always talk about to your friends. It's never the game in which your team will win and you know it 10 minutes in. It's the game in which your team almost loses and comes back with a very surprising play at the very, very end, and suddenly takes over the game that you want them to win. So that's my job. I need to make the audience want Wanda to win, and for that to happen, she can't be coasting. I need to pile on as many obstacles as I can against her, and that's what makes it exciting to watch.
Mary Poppins and character Vanda from Venus in Fur may seem polar opposite characters, but in their own way, both are powerful women who can control their men. What have you learned from those characters?
I think what is very exciting for me as a woman to be playing these two characters is that they are strong women who, I mean, have a bit of magic, and that's kind of cool. Because there are a lot of roles, especially for young ingenue women, that are not strong, and they are pushovers, and they are, an ideal of woman that is perhaps a man's ideal of woman. So it's very exciting and empowering to put on stage a version of woman that is strong and goes to battle. I think it's important, and I'm very lucky to be able to play those women.
Before leaving us, director Ed weighed in on why Venus in Fur is so relevant in this day and age, where women are taking on roles previously held by men.
Why people should see Venus in Fur.
Sex.
Yeah. The sex, the nudity, the profanity, the slapping, so much violence. It's going to be great. Like, you will get more for your money than like any movie you go to see, I promise. But seriously, the play it's a little bit of a theatrical unicorn. It's highly sophisticated and literary, one of the most sophisticated plays that's come out in the mainstream in the U.S. for a long time. And it documents, I think, a very powerful question, which is why we behave in this way. Men and women have been at war for, the ages. And why I think it's relevant is because on some level, even today, in a time when, women are becoming CEOs and raising their own children without a husband, I think it's still always seen as a deviation for a woman to be adopting the aggressive breadwinner / role, and especially within an Asian societal context. And I think it's a wonderfully, wonderfully exciting and entertaining cautionary parable as to the dangers of ignoring what's right in front of you. And that's it's going to make for a very entertaining night out. And beyond that, you have two of New York's finest entertaining you live. And the fact that, SRT was able to bring these guys here to create a really, really exciting second production of this play after its Broadway run is extraordinary. And it's something that should be experienced.
Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thanks.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Can always be
Basically, it just comes because we go, yeah. Da, 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 da. That's why
You're doing it wrong.
Pivot turnout, that's so hard.
Venus in Fur plays at the Singapore Repertory Theatre from 15 March to 6 April.